Victory After Betrayals, Episode 6. This is a collective reading. Hi friends, my name is Griselle with Toughdolltarot, and I'm here to do your reading. So this is a collective reading. Take what you will, leave the rest for somebody else. If you would like a personal reading, I will leave the details down below. I need to make sure those links are clear. But again, this is a general reading. We're going to go ahead and get more information for the collective in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to my channel. You have the 3 of Swords. You have the Hanged Man. And you have the King of Wands. So collective, it's interesting because I was asking to get really in tune with your energy, the collective, and I felt love. Okay, I felt love, and I'm like, well, my channel doesn't do well with love, but here we are. We have the 3 of Swords. So I feel like you could be healing from a betrayal, a broken heart, of times when you were really optimistic about life, about things. Looks like he's even hydrating right here. But at least 3 different things that serve to really break your heart, and you've not been able to let go of it. Now, I'm almost picturing this guy's hands like forming something out of clay. And it seems to me that your heartbreak is not going to go to waste. Now, what do I mean by that? It's like it is not for nothing that you've endured these things, that you've undergone some severe, really rough, brutal heartbreak. But that something is being made beautiful out of it with your own very hands, with your very own hands is what I'm hearing. Collective, you have the Hanged Man. I feel like you've been really trying to look at things from a higher perspective, really trying to look at the terrain, trying to look at what has transpired. Maybe even some of you guys have had losses of a loved one, is what I'm feeling as well. And you're trying to gain perspective on that. You're trying to understand the why. It doesn't make any sense to you. And that's where you've been. You've been just really trying to go through it. I don't feel like this is a fresh heartache. It's been at least, I'm going to say at least 3 months or 3 years since you've endured this. But healing has been very slow, but very, very painful. This pain is with you every day is what I'm hearing. With the King of Wands right here, I feel like some of you guys are finding your will to live once again. So some of you guys have been in a very dark place or emotionally in a dark place. And maybe there's some of you that maybe it wasn't as dire as like finding your will to live, but you're finding your motivation. You're no longer stagnant. You're going to be on a new trajectory, on one that gives you joy, that gives you hope, and that brings you some peace as well. And so some of you guys could be advocates for the underdogs. I'm hearing that somebody can be actually an advocate for those that have undergone like DV and have lost somebody to that. And if that's you, then I'm really so sorry. It's scary. But some of you guys are going to put yourself into a position where you're an advocate for other people because you understand heartache, because you understand this heartbreak and the devastation that ensues. You're going to put yourself in a position where you can actually help elevate others, give them hope, give them a future, that kind of a thing. And you're going to help them to be able to look at things from a different perspective. Now, I know that some of you guys are saying, yeah, that's totally not me. That's not me. But that is coming for you. So rest assured that you're going to get a second wind or a new breath of life coming to you if you've been feeling awful and down in the dumps. I totally get it. The 4 of Cups, yeah. So it's almost like you've been in a position where you just don't really care. You get these offers, you're like, yeah, I don't care. You're looking at the Three of Cups, the times when you were happy, when you used to celebrate with this person or these people, when there was a lot of change around, and it was like, let's eat, drink, be merry. We were together, and that kind of a thing. But I feel like don't ignore the offers that you're currently getting, because that can really help you to emotionally get you unstuck. Now, when you're in a really dark place, I personally have experienced this to where it's almost like I don't even care what gets offered to me anymore, because you undergo such devastation emotionally that you can't even see like the trees for the forest. You can't see what's in front of you. You don't really understand why you have to continue moving forward. That kind of a thing. It's almost like a very deep, like I would say clinical for sure, depression. And hopefully, you know, I believe in treatment. You need to do what is good for you. End of story. But collective, if you're in this energy, I definitely feel like this is about to change for you. You're about to get the answer to that prayer, the answer to that question, the why. And maybe it won't be like why you've had to suffer like this or why you have lost this person, but why you are here and how, and the why of moving forward, how you can make a difference in other people's lives, how you can rally and be a humanitarian, how you can rally behind other people and be their voice of advocacy, of, especially if something happened right here where you lost someone, or you lost like your human rights, or, you know, and I'm thinking of people that are forced into marriage, or, you know, in other countries and things like that. I mean, whatever your situation is, I feel like, yeah, somebody's definitely experienced a loss from a loved one here on a deep, deep level. I definitely feel that. They've crossed over to the other side here. Yeah. Four of Swords. Yeah, you're definitely in a period of healing. I just saw the 555 right now. So this is really reinforcing that. I feel like you have been, you know, I'm hearing boots to the ground. Maybe you've been doing a lot of research as to what happened, or you're trying to really figure things out. And it's led you into this deep, dark rabbit hole of a place where it seems like impossible to climb out of. Now, some of you guys, I'm going to switch it up here for just a minute. Some of you guys have had, you know, an awakening. And what I'm talking about an awakening is having to do a lot with perhaps seeing the world through different eyes. Seeing, you know, I'm getting a lot of like sex trafficking and things like that. So I feel like you undergone the dark night of the soul, or you're in the middle of that right now. And I feel like what you are learning is that this rabbit hole goes far deeper than you ever thought. And maybe perhaps this has broken your heart, maybe even perhaps broken your mind. I know for sure undergoing the dark night of the soul tends to break us all. But it eventually does come together. And I'm just going to say that you're not alone. And again, seek the professional help that you need for sure. So let's get a little bit more information. Let's just standing here like waiting. It just seems like you're just like in a waiting phase. It's almost like, what else can I do? And you've been healing. You've been maybe even reading, studying up on things, going down rabbit holes. And I'm hearing also conspiracy theories. So some of you guys are like myself, where conspiracy theories, right, and air quotes if you're not watching right now, have proven to be nothing but true. So they're no longer a conspiracy. Time to decide. Make a decision based on your heart's desires. Yeah. So you're going to be, it's almost like she is in a snow globe. And I feel like you're getting a lot of formulas, a lot of downloads, a lot of, you could have like repeating numbers or numbers that are meaning something to you and things like that. That really does happen when you're going through the dark night of the soul. You start relating to numbers and you're like, what does that mean? And you start going down these rabbit holes, right? But I'm going to say that you're going to have a decision to make here with Virgo. Wow. Giving, independent, service, analytical, efficient, perfectionism, integrity, and reliability. With a Hermit, it is an earth element associated with the 6th house. I analyze. Yeah, this is about analyzing, and that makes sense because you're remembering past when things were different, when you saw things differently. And maybe even your perspective was different. And this is about healing, right? The Four of Swords is not making any movement forward. It's really using your intellect and things like that to heal and to really grow. and to make decisions to move forward. Wow. I notice I kind of fidget when I read as well. So I pulled this. They can look, but they can't touch. Online stalking. So yeah, you could have some people that are really even interested in what you're undergoing right now, or some looky-loos is what I call them. If you have any form of social media, you know that they can, you know, be under different people's names, or borrowing friends and family and trying to look at your socials through there, or just through other sneaky ways. And I don't think that you're concerned about it at all. I'm just going to say that you're really focused on this healing. I want to pull one more card. I don't want to make these too long here. Why are these cards here, please? I feel like you're going to go on some new adventure. I'm getting a lot of crown chakra activation, some energy right here. You yourself could be feeling a lot of energy on your own crown chakra, by the way. It feels not sometimes pins and needles. And when it was really first happening, my crown chakra was really opening up. It actually was really painful. It felt like a needle on the top of my head, and I'm like, I don't even know. I knew it was energetic. It wasn't physical. So, but other times it could feel like hot butter being melted on your head, or sometimes pins and needles, or sometimes it feels like somebody's just doing this to you. So regardless, I think that you could be having some crown chakra activation. Yeah, and this is talking about, you know, doing some homework, getting information that you need in order to progress, in order to really move forward, in order to get into this like juicy energy. And I feel like you're going to be reading an article or something that really sheds light on what it is that you've been wanting for a while. And if it's not an article, you're going to read a text or something that someone sends you, some information, yeah, via like your iPad, or yeah, any form of communication, really. So that is what I have for you. Let me know what you think about this, because I definitely feel like there's some sort of liberation, some humanitarian work right here, some person standing against, you know, trying to help people that were the victims of DV, or anything like that. Anyways, those things keep coming up. Let me know what you think. Much love to you. Until next time, namaste.